Mahalo, Dennis. Aloha, everyone. My name is Misty Carter. I work in the Disaster Recovery Division, and we work closely with the Economic Recovery Corps. And I also serve on the board for Hui Hana, the Native Hawaiian Chamber of Commerce here on Hawaii Island.
You, Sally?
Aloha, I'm Sally Anchetta. I'm with the Hawaii Public Health Institute, and I am the coordinator for the East Hawaii Drug Free Coalition. And then I also serve with the Mayor's Active Living Advisory Council. Mahalo.
Thank you. Kai?
Mahalo, Dennis. My name's Kai Niesman. I'm the Center Director of the Small Business Development Center here in Hilo. Mahalo.
Thank you. Tanya? Oh, sorry, Tanya, you're muted.
Such a rookie move. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Tanya Kaleo. I'm the branch manager at Ultra Staffing in Hilo.
Thank you. And then is it Dana or?
Yes.
Okay.
Aloha, my name is Dana DeSoto. I'm the Work-Based Learning Program Coordinator with Vibrant Hawaii. Aloha, kaku.
Thank you. Let's see, Kelsey?
Hi, everyone. It's good to see some familiar faces. My name is Kelsey Okuda. I'm an HR officer up at Hilo Benioff Medical Center.
Okay, and then Carrie?
Aloha. My name is Carrie Mospins. I'm the interim dean of liberal arts and sciences at Hawaii Community College.
Thank you. And I think I have Jeff. Are you there, Jeff?
Okay, Jeff Gray, Netcom, providing cloud-based voice and data solutions, and my phone is acting up and I can't get the video on.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. All right, well, thank you very much for the intros. I will jump right in and introduce a whole wide variety of speakers that we have here on the screen here, as you can see with American Job Center. So the American Job Center is funded through the Workforce Development umbrella of R&D through the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. So we are currently the pass-through, and what we're doing is we help support the American Job Center with all the staffing here, as well as Clinton helps with the being the executive director for the Workforce Development Board, which kind of oversees the various programs that we have here in Hawaii County for workforce development. But the American Job Center provides a variety of resources for employees or future employees, as well as resources for employers who are looking for employees. So with further ado, I'll let Clinton take over here, and he will introduce all of his speakers there. So go ahead, Clinton.
All right, mahalo, Dennis. Thank you very much, everyone. Again, as Dennis said, I'm Clinton Mercado. I'm the Executive Director for the Hawaii County Workforce Development Board. And with me today, we have a bunch of our teammates that they work out of the American Job Center. We have Goodwill and Department of Labor and Industrial Relations. Here we have Ray Saludares, who is the Director of Career Service for Goodwill. And to his right is Kealoha Daubert. She's the Director of Youth Services. And on the end over here, we have Napua Adviento, who is an employment specialist. And then we have Juupa, who is the supervisor at, again, DLIR at the American Job Center. And I just want to say thank you for allowing us to share what we do here at the American Job Center, as well as, what we do with many partners throughout the community. And we're going to focus today on sharing about, again, what we do at the American Job Center. So we have a slide presentation that we created. You guys can hear us okay, first of all? Hear me okay? Okay, great. We created a slide presentation where we're going to kind of work together as a team and go through the slides. And if you folks have any questions about any of the slides, feel free to interrupt us and ask us questions. If not, then we can wait to the end where we can do some Q&A. That's good. Do you have any questions so far? Okay, cool. So the American Job Center is in partnership. American Job Center in Hawaii is a collaborative effort between the government and local organizations that provide job seekers with range of resources, including job trainings, career counseling, job search assistance, and more. The center helps businesses by connecting them with qualified candidates and offer assistance with recruitment and employment-related needs. Next one. The Job Center, most of you know, is located at the old Fun Factory building, which is in the Waikiki Square up above. It's in the second level above Sakura Restaurant and near Ken's Pancake House is where we are housed right now. The cool thing about our program is we don't only work with Department of Labor Industrial Relations, and Goodwill. We have many partners, and the partners I would like to share is Alulike, again, Department of Labor Industrial Relations, Workforce Development Division, Division of Vocational Rehabilitation, Goodwill Industries, Hawaii Community College, Hawaii County Economic Opportunity Council, Maui Economic Opportunity, Inc., Office of Housing and Community Development, Going Home Hawaii, and Waipahu Community School of Adults. The Resource Center here, we offer a wide variety of resources, and of course it's free to everyone, yeah? So we have computer access, internet, Wi-Fi for employment purposes, Microsoft Office programs, phone and meeting room for access, printer, fax, and scanners. So our office hours here are from 7:30 to 4:30, where people can come in, the general public or whoever would like to visit our center, and they have access to all this as well as specialists on site to assist them with any type of questions that they have as far as looking for jobs, as far as pursuing higher education, pursuing their education, or specific training related to a job field that they would like to get into. So the options are endless. It's a lot of options for our community.
The American Job Center Hawaii provides free, comprehensive employment services, access to employment counselors and/or career navigators that work one-on-one with job seekers. They can also find information about occupational skills training, such as commercial driver's licensing or security guard card training, and priority of service to our veterans and their military spouses.
It's my turn. No. Okay, so on that note, we're Department of Labor and Industrial Relations, Workforce Development Division. Most of the services here, we have a number of services. On the Wagner Pizer. Wagner Pizer is a federally funded program that matches employers with qualified job seekers and provides support in accessing WDD services. We also have apprenticeship programs, which is registered apprenticeship programs that provide on-the-job training in various trades. Training is provided through cooperative agreements between labor management, community colleges, and government. So upon completion, apprentices receive a certificate of skilled crafts journey worker. We also offer veteran services to also military spouses. We have internship programs. We have a reemployment services and eligibility assessment, which is called the RECE program. RECE program is referrals from the unemployment. We also have the ETF, this is Employment and Training Fund, which is business can upgrade skills of their current workforce by referring their employees to pre-approved non-credit short-term training courses offered through a variety of ETF-approved training providers. We also have a First to Work, Department of Human Services, Benefit Employment and Services contracts, WDD, to provide job development and job preparedness services to participants receiving TANF. Trade Adjustments Act, a federally funded program to help workers that have lost their jobs because of foreign trade, and our Senior Community Service Employment Program, which is a CSEP, a community service and work-based training program for older individuals ages 55 and older who are low income and unemployed. And more.
Good afternoon, guys. So as you're looking at the screen, that is Hawai'i, one of our internship programs run through Department of Labor here at our WDD office. With the internship program, we have a basic eligibility into it. So anyone who is 18 years and older with a high school diploma, you know, and some of them are some of our college students, which if they're in their last year or have already graduated with their degree, then we are more than open to working with them to gain work experience and training. So the internship is a work site placement with a state office or department, and they'll gain work experience and training that they can put on their resume and towards a job application of employment that they're seeking. It is a temporary internship program that is run for about 12-week durations and up to a 6-month program in all. We do support these interns as far as, you know, their job skills, getting them job ready as far as resumes, helping them job application, also supporting our employers as well, our work sites, to make sure they are getting support with, you know, training, anything that we can help them support our interns and them as well. Any questions for the internship?
We also have the Quest program. This is another internship program that is federally funded. This one is designed to support job seekers whose employment has been negatively impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic. We currently have the two between the Hawai'i and the Quest. The Hawai'i is a state funded and the Quest is the federally funded. Just to piggyback off of what Napua says, it's also state department placements. So we do work site visits. We try to match them and hopefully to put them in programs that matches their interests. Is not only interest for the intern, but also for the employer. So hopefully they have job vacancies. We try to gear that towards the placement for open job vacancies. So that way they will get a step ahead to apply for a permanent position. And that's our goal for permanent position within the State Department.
So with Workforce Development Division, we do have a summer job for our youth. It happens every summer. We just finished our 2024 summer jobs for our youth, which is anyone who is 16 years to 18 years old. And, you know, this just kind of gives our youth an insight of, you know, getting ready for a job, you know, and we try to place them within their local schools that they are attending, something they're comfortable with, and then it gives them, you know, some soft skills into the work environment, in a familiar environment. We do have a 40 hours a week, you know, the program runs for 6 weeks, which is about for summertime. And then after that, you know, they do just get paid, which they're all excited about, and some job skills moving forward.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. This is Ray Saludares, and I'm with Goodwill Industries of Hawaii. And here at the American Job Center, we cover the WIOA Adult and Dislocated Worker Program. Now, these two programs are designed to help individuals access job training, placement, and support services. So it actually falls and provides two different brackets of services. One is dedicated to our participants. So our participants can come in, access job training, reskilling, resume building, job readiness, and so forth, and really get them ready to get back into the workforce. The other bracket that we serve is our employers. So the services for our employers are things like on-the-job training and our internship programs. Now, within these programs, we set up our employers as work sites, and employers get reimbursed for the cost of the salary of an intern for the duration of their training program. And these training programs can last anywhere between 3 months all the way up to 6 months. And the reimbursement, depending on the type of program, can be anywhere between 50% all the way up to 100% of salary that's expended. So within these programs, anyone can be a work site. As Julia's mentioned, she does the state for the Quest programs, and we take on the private and nonprofit sectors. So if you are interested in any of those internship programs, whether it's state, then contact Jewel. If it's private or nonprofit, you can contact Goodwill or actually our staff here at the American Job Center.
Can't save the best for last. Hi, everybody. My name is Kealoha Daubert, and I oversee the youth program at Goodwill. And so the Oli Kahana program provides education, employment, and training support to our in-school and out-of-school youth populations. So for our in-school population, we provide services to youth who are between the ages of 14 through 21. And our out-of-school population who are 16 through 24. You're probably wondering what she means in school and out of school. So our in-school population are those who are currently enrolled in a school setting. So high school or post-secondary ed. These are the youth that they come in for educational support again and employment support. Our out-of-school population are those who have dropped out of high school and have not earned a high school credential, or those who have earned a high school credential but need assistance with employment and training. So part of what we do is we provide this education by affording those who don't have a credential to participate in our classes, which we offer and partner with closely with the Waipahu Community School for Adults, Hilo and Kona campuses. So we have office spaces in Hilo as well as in Kona. And then we also, what we do with them is we help them to get their GED or their high set credentials so that they are able to be eligible for positions in the workplace. So part of getting them work ready is getting them their credentials. As far as our employment service that we offer what's called our community work experience program. And through this program, like the adult program, our youth are placed in private or nonprofit sectors. And they are able to work between three to 6 months. And it's a paid work program, and it's subsidized. So the program covers the youth's salary pay rate. So again, that's 3 to 6 months. We work with partners. We work with our community employers to kind of see if it's a good fit for the youth to earn or gain the entry-level work experience. And then in addition to that, like the adult program, we also provide training support where we're able to place our youth in these trainings like CDL or CNA nursing type courses, as well as any approved courses through the university and community colleges. So yeah, if you folks have any questions, feel free to ask.
Thank you, Kim.
Yeah.
A very important resource that we here at the American Job Center Hawaii use is HireNet Hawaii. HireNet Hawaii provides a variety of employment services to job seekers, such as resume posting, job postings from employers, and online classes that are free. HireNet Hawaii is also designed with Hawaii's businesses in mind. Employers can post job openings, search through resumes, access industry statistics, and receive direct referrals. HireNet Hawaii plays a very large role with the American Job Center Hawaii, as every participant that files for unemployment insurance must upload their resume to the system. Employers can access these resumes if they're vetted by the state of Hawaii's Workforce Development Division. HICC, or Hawaii Career Acceleration Navigator, uses machine learning AI to deliver data-driven job, career, and training recommendations. HICC can be accessed through the web or when filing for unemployment insurance benefits. This resource can help users see what other benefits they may be eligible for, such as SNAP, TANF, and MedQuest insurance. You or your participants can visit hicanhawaii.gov or visit your local American Job Center Hawaii for more information.
Thank you, everyone. That was awesome. And this is only just a fraction of like what we do at the American Job Center, as well as in the community with our partners and stuff. So like our goal for the American Job Center Hawaii for 2025 is to do a lot more outreach to local businesses and employers, as well as our people. For our local businesses, it'll be one-on-one with them to see like what their needs are, what type of training, what type of employees they need, and then circle them back around to our team here at the American Job Center, as well as our partners, to see like how we can benefit them through our various programs that we have here. So things that we're looking at doing more is outreach island-wide for including special populations such as justice-involved individuals, veterans, persons with disabilities, and other American, our kupunas. We're looking at possibly, let's go right with the bullets here. We're looking at establishing an AJC location across the island. So right now we only have one in Hilo. We're looking at establishing one in Kona. We are in the process right now in turning our current our American Job Center here in Hilo into a comprehensive American Job Center. Once we meet that, then we'll be able to branch out to the other side of the island. But we still connect with those, even though we don't have an American Job Center in Kona or other areas of the island, we still connect with everyone island-wide. Collaborate with nonprofit organizations and other state organizations that serve foster youth and transitioning foster youth. Also resource and career fairs. That's a big one. We really want to, we did multiple career fairs and resource fairs for our youth from 6th through 12th grade, and it's amazing how I feel we fail to educate our youth of what resources that they have here on Hawaii Island. You go out there and you explain to them what they get, and they're just blown away by like all the opportunities that we have here. So for us, our big push is to go louder, go bigger, educate as much people as we can with our various fairs, and be able to just educate these kids as well as those who are in college of like the resources that they have here. So that's our goal, and that's just a tip of our goal. But we're looking forward to now. We're going to open up to some questions and answers, and please feel free to ask us. And thank you.
Thank you so much, Clinton and team. Anybody on the call that has any questions? See Alan?
Yeah, question on internship. How do you work with the different companies or businesses to develop internship positions for the people that work with you?
So on the private and nonprofit side, we usually connect with the decision makers of the company and find out what their employment needs are. And there's an application process to be vetted based off of eligibility. And then once that is determined, then they become an approved work site. And referrals for employees or interns can come in two different directions. If you have someone in mind that you want to put in an intern, then you can send them to our staff to do a vetting process to make sure they meet eligibility. Or we can go to our pool of candidates and then send them over to the employer to interview to see if it's a good match for them.
So you manage the process and also the program itself. Let's say if the intern goes in for a whole year, the success or quality of that internship, who determines that?
So it would actually it would be a combination of both, because we don't just place an intern and be like, hey, you know, good luck. Our process is we follow those interns closely every single month. We make contact with both the intern and the employer, because employers are not bound to keep them if they're not doing well. Like if it's just not a good fit, you're not bound to keep someone who's not working. However, we try to mitigate any of that. If there's any issues or reskilling or training that they need while in an internship, we can provide interventions and more training to make sure that they stay employed and get the training. So, you know, an intern success is the success of the company and also our success.
Okay, thank you very much.
Great question, Alan. Anybody else?
I got a question.
Yeah, Tanya, go ahead.
In the aftermath of COVID, how would you, in the services that you folks provide, how would you say the employment seeking behavior has been?
Oh,
Good, Kealoha.
it's been challenging. Trying to remotivate the participants, I think both on the youth and adult side has been very challenging. And trying to motivate them to go back into the workforce continues to be a challenge. I would say more so with the young adults.
Do you think that's COVID driven, or do you think it's other factors?
I think it's more than just COVID driven for sure.
Yes.
Same for us. We get a lot of our clients ask us, you know, the climate of employment as well. You know, that's our whole business. We're a staffing agency. And that question does come up a lot for us too. And it's a struggle. So just trying to put those feelers out and see if anything's working, or if everyone's also experiencing those same struggles.
Yeah, I think mental health plays a big role today. And so it's just us trying to re-engage and redirect the participants that walk through our doors and trying to get them to understand what work ethic is all about these days is what we are attempting to do.
I agree.
Yeah. And so part of what we do in the youth program as well, we offer soft skills trainings. Yeah. I mean, even teaching them how to have to sign it with a signature was hard.
Right.
And you know, I can say most of the youth now have a signature and are able to write in cursive.
Yes.
So, you know,
Yeah.
just a little things I think help.
And interesting you bring that up, Tanya, because we recently we did a youth symposium in Phoenix, Arizona, and struggles are real across the globe. I mean, it's amazing the Gen Zs and the millennials and trying to motivate and see what works. So yeah, it's across the globe that it's a challenge. And how we motivate them, you know, to it's important for us to listen to them as well, because the new generation now, the ideas that they have is very unique.
Yeah.
And so I think it goes both ways, that we have to work with our people, our communities, and our businesses.
Right.
So that's why I think a lot more outreach and being able to educate our schools and colleges. I think that's going to be key.
Education, I think, is a huge deal. For our business personally, we moved to a lot of technology. For example, our interviews used to be in person. The candidates would come to our office, we would sit with them in a room, and we would talk with them in person. That already was a struggle for a lot of people, right? Face to face, discussing your background, being able to advocate for yourself and your skill sets. However, once COVID hit, right, and no one could come in, we switched to virtual. That was a whole new set of challenges, being able to use your cell phone, turn the camera on, turn the speaker on. So it's hard to, sorry, late. Yeah. Uh, it's right. We have to be innovative. We have to think out, we have to step up to the new things because we don't want to get left behind. But it's also important to educate everyone, not a specific, what am I trying to say, genre or group or anything like that. Like the world has changed, and in order to move forward, you really have to be innovative. And I think that's what we struggle with the most is just moving the needle, helping the clients, getting businesses where they need to be, and thinking outside of the box is where we're at.
Wait, I have a quick add-on to that. More of
Go
a
ahead.
question. Sorry, Lay from Ultras as well. Where, so what are we talking about kids that are in school too that can't do a signature? Like, what are we talking about here?
They don't teach cursive anymore.
Yeah.
They don't teach cursive anymore.
They
Okay,
don't.
that's new.
Yeah,
I did
they
not know
don't.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing.
You
Yeah.
know, it's
Wow.
really sad
Okay.
because you tell them to you print here, print your name here, and then sign here.
Yeah.
And then it's a thing, print.
Yeah.
And I said, you don't do cursive? What is that? You don't do a signature? What is that?
Like in your mind, you're like, I learned this in like third grade.
What do you do?
Yeah, no, they don't. They don't.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's funny, Lay.
So then wait, but then do we need to like reevaluate the way that we do things if that's the future? Like, is it still necessary for them to know this?
Honestly, probably not, because you
Right?
can computerize your electronic signature.
Right.
And just that it's the electronic
Yeah.
signature.
Yeah.
Oh, just interesting. Okay. Thank you for explaining.
Anybody else have questions?
Yes, teach at HICC, yeah.
Oh, Dina, go ahead.
Aloha. I just want to thank the chamber and thank the workforce personnel for being here today. I appreciate your time. I'll be honest, I just kind of crashed this Zoom to be honest. I saw the link on Facebook and I thought this was too good of a chance to pass up. But I'm the work-based learning program coordinator at Vibrant Hawaii, and we are a brand new program just launching this month. And our role is going to be as an intermediary, so as a go-between for DOE and both employers and industry to try to fill those spaces to make the process a bit more streamlined and easier for everyone involved, whether you're government, whether you're business side, whether you're DOE side. And one of the things that we are ready to offer immediately is a series of workshops that we've called Adulting 101. And in this series of workshops, we have one of those workshops is called Developing a Professional Profile, and we literally teach signatures. So I really thank everyone for that kind of like nice segue into introducing myself here.
That's good.
But I'm really ready and able and eager and very excited to work with all of you as we get going. One of the things I was literally doing right before I jumped on this Zoom was finishing up a roster for an invite list. We would like to establish a work-based learning roundtable, and I think pretty much all of you will be invited. And so as we get started, one of the first sort of major tasks that I have in this first quarter is to develop these partnerships and get to know all of you and explain more about what we do. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to offer that and provide an introduction of sorts, and I'd be more than happy to give I'll put my contact info in the chat. Thank you.
Thanks,
Okay,
Dina.
mahalo, Dina.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Mary.
So I read a lot about, Vibrant Hawaii and all the different, this kind of programs that you folks are doing. And yeah, it is important that we look and see with all the resources that we have here on our island, where's the overlaps, where's the gaps? So we can then come together and, help fill those gaps. So we're excited to work with you folks, Dana. Appreciate it.
Yeah, Clinton,
Hey,
you're on the top of
Clinton.
my list, pal.
Go, man. Let's go.
So Clinton, I have a question. So, we have a wide variety, we have over 300 chamber members. How do they get their job postings to you guys at American Job Center for job seekers?
I think the best way would just be through email, because you're talking about how we can upload that information to our website, would just be emailing us at our, clinton.mercado@hawaiicounty.gov. Huh?
Employers.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Oh, WTP. Wait, hiring at Hawaii.
Yeah, through that site. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can put that information on the chat too, because there's all kinds of different ways that we can get this stuff uploaded.
Yeah, because I'm sure, both in private and public sectors, we are looking for employees. Just the county
Absolutely.
alone has over 200 openings.
Yeah.
So,
And that's the thing too, like our team here, when people come through our doors, we don't just do state or, we do all federal, state, county, private, so it's wide open. HireNet is an amazing site that pretty much covers all the platforms out there as far as opportunities, career opportunities. So
great. Oh, Alan, go ahead.
Yeah, just to clear up some confusion in my mind. Earlier in your presentation, you talked about going out and finding out what jobs are needed out in the community, in the businesses. And Dennis just said, how do you get the jobs to you? So what is the process here? Are you gathering this information from the businesses, or are you just waiting for the business to tell you what jobs are needed?
it goes both ways, because definitely we want businesses to let us know what they need, because there's obviously many of them that they can email us. But for us, we want to make initiative of going out to businesses and meeting with them one-on-one and hearing what they say, what their needs are. Alan. Yeah. Good.
And I'm just gonna share, so employers can definitely get onto the HireNet website, put, register for an account. The other direct way is reaching out to the AJC Center here, and we will get your contact information, and you can let them know that that's what you're looking to get assistance with, and one of our ESS can reach back out to that employer. I do also want to just share now, since we have a lot of people in the room, which is awesome, is Workforce Development Division, Department of Labor, we will be hosting a hire event here in Hilo next month. Please, we will gather as much contact information so we can share out with you folks, because Clinton did share, we are trying to see what the available vacancies are. We do want to have that information and employers contact information, so that way, as we're doing this upcoming event, we have some up-to-date vacancies, what's needed in our community, because we do, the gist of a lot of our services is employment and careers. So we do want to fill the vacancies, get people employed in our community, so yeah, if there's any other question.
And that's February.
Oh, sorry.
The reason I ask this is that most corporations, when they have a job posting, they not only give the title, but the basic requirements, the number of hours, approximate pay range, all this information. And when I heard you that you work with the businesses, I thought that you gathered all this information. But apparently, that's not. You don't have a formal process then to know what jobs are available or things like this. You wait for the employers to tell you.
Go ahead.
Hi, Alan. I'm Jewel, Department of Labor, Workforce Development. Okay, so on that one, what happens is the HireNet Hawaii, the employer will go to the HireNet Hawaii website, and they'll go ahead and fill out all the information as an employer with all their federal ID. So what happens is it'll filter through. Some of them come into the American Job Center, and I'll get their referral going into the HireNet Hawaii. HireNet Hawaii goes ahead and gets it to the employment side, which is Workforce Development Division, and we'll go through it. So it's mostly me. I'm the person that actually handles that part. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get them vetted. So what happens if we go ahead and look through the with the unemployment office to see if the taxes and everything is going up and the business is actually legit, because we do have a lot of scams. We have phishing going on, that we have just employers going through the system and just trying to get in. So it's a lot of I lost my words on that one. Just make sure that every business is legit, put it that way. And then once we get that, then I'll go ahead and call the employer and I'll run a whole background. And this is what we have to do with every employer. And then what I do is I contact the employer and I see what kind of positions they have, and I go ahead and do a job posting with them. And some of them can do it on their own. The employer will actually do it on their own and go ahead and list. We'll stay with them all the way till we get, we'll work with them and get them in where they need to be, hopefully get their positions all posted and up and running, and hopefully that everybody else that's on there, we can actually do a matching. So the HireNet Hawaii is not only for employers, it's for the individual as well.
Okay, thank you.
Dennis, I had a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Marcy.
Comment. Thank you very much. And mahalo to all of you for putting this on for us this afternoon. I wanted to make a comment on that intergenerational workforce that we all get to work with and help. There's great research on that. As employers, where I'm at, we're finding that the millennials, the XYZ, MQX generations all come with different, they really do come with different behaviors and expectations and work ethics. And I'm going to try and get, I attended a conference several months ago where this young woman on Oahu put on a hell of a presentation, and she really spelled out the different generations and what they gravitate to in employment. And I think as employers, it's good to have that in your toolbox, because we're hiring folks, of all the different generations. I'm a baby boomer. My work ethic is really different than a Gen X person. And yet, how do you work with them and build on their strengths and help them get to where we want them to get to? So that's my comment on that. And you are right, it's affecting everyone across the country. My question is, and I don't know if it's to Clinton or anyone on the call, is there any data for the Big Island with regards to where are the largest pockets of need in employment? For example, is it in the government? Is it in healthcare? Is it in, certain businesses? And I ask that, and I come from the healthcare realm, but also I like that we're meeting and I see the diverse group on this call, because it's really going to take all of us to hold hands and figure out how to support one another and build the capacity of the Big Island. But I'm also really kind of data driven, and give me the numbers, let me see what apukas are, and how can we all work together to fill those gaps. So I don't know if the county has that. I'm not sure if Clinton, you guys have that. But that's kind of like my burning question as I leave the meeting in 2 minutes. Sorry.
So I don't have numbers for you, Marcy, but I do want to just let you know, as we're working with all our individuals in the community and employers, there is pukas everywhere. Everybody needs somebody, and that's why we're here trying to, support and motivate everybody, not only just the job seekers, but our employers as well. Maybe we can come back with some data for you. We can get your information as well. See if we can find anything for you.
And we have various platforms that our R&D, one of our specialists, Beth, she shares with us. So I'll come back with all that information. I just can't remember the exact platform right now that she uses that captures all this data.
Yeah, thank you, Marcy.
Yeah,
also,
absolutely.
just to comment on that, the State Workforce Development Council, who is our board at the state level, and the Hawaii County Workforce Development Board, which me and Clinton are part of, we create what is known as a local area plan and a state unified plan. That plan has the data-driven numbers from the platform that is Lightcast, if any of you are familiar, or EMSI, that takes every single job opening that was ever posted for the specific county or location you're looking for, who applied to them, if they were filled or when they closed, and aggregates that data into a nice handy spreadsheet. So we're currently working on that information for our local unified plan, specifically for Hawaii County. If you put your contact information in the chat, when we're finished with it, we can go ahead and let you know and share those results with you.
That's amazing. That's exactly what I wanted to ask about. And how were you, like the county and American Job Center is utilizing AI? Because AI these days can use, that's all, that's what AI does. It gets a huge amount of data and then presents it to you. I know that we don't use a lot of AI in our company, but are you guys moving more towards that to get data-driven policy information?
Yeah, I do know for the platform that we should be using for our local area plan, Lightcast uses a lot of AI-driven data. ChatGPT to Microsoft Copilot.
Okay. Yeah, just work smarter, not harder, right?
Thank you.
I'd like
Well,
copies of those reports too. Sorry, Dennis. I'd like
sure,
copies
sure.
of that reports too, once available.
Yeah, and what I'll do is we'll make sure that, as a county, we'll share that information to everybody as well. Because under Research and Development's website, we do publish reports based off of the data that we collect here. So we have 5 minutes left. Anybody else have any burning questions for Clinton and his team?
I don't really have a burning question, but I do have
Go ahead, Stanley.
a statement that, with all the people that are looking for employees and to fill vacancies, and many of those positions are, let's say, lower paying positions. And I have found it as I've reached out into our community, that the population that I serve, the developmentally disabled, are often overlooked. And I just want to put it out there that if anybody has any input anywhere in your positions that you have to help bring awareness to this population, because this population, they're the ones that want to go to work. They're the ones that show up, they're on time or 10 minutes early, and they'll stay over and they arrive with a smile. I had to put my 2 cents in for the population I serve.
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you so much, Sandy. All right. Well, with that, we are at the end of today's presentation with the American Job Center. If you didn't know, and I didn't know this until I joined, but American Job Center was actually under county housing before. So if you didn't hear about it, it was probably because you didn't know that it was under housing. But now it's under research and development, under the workforce development umbrella. So it's a little known resource for both employers and prospective employees. So please share with your network. And this is a service that the county provides. So please utilize it.
Thank you.
All
Thank you,
right.
everyone. Appreciate
Well,
you
thank
all.
you very much. I'll see you guys next month.
Take care.
Okay.
Mahalo.